Okay. Slight delay there. Anyway, continuing on. Let's see what we were doing right before I had to step out. All right, Millie and Sid are just talking about their combat things.
Talking about combat things, Sid was asking Lily.
Lily will probably, no, it was fine. As they're talking, Clover will actually bring something up at Lilac, Dakota, and Gwen's table. Clover's like, so, you know the short round we just met, Bianca? I think her name was?
What about her?
She was, messing around with some dust. Thing is, I don't recall there being a teal colored dust, and actually kind of reminds me of that thing that, what was it, Riggs used when we were fighting at the Proving Grounds.
Wait, teal dust is in the one that he used to heal himself up with.
Yeah, it's. I highly doubt she's with them, but it's like, clearly one of them found the dust, and then the other's just like, oh, hey, cool, I'll use this.
That's. I'm more concerned. I'm more just wanting to know where their supply is because I want some of that.
Clover's like, yeah, that'd be very handy to have. Who knows? That might not be the only different colored dust they have.
Maybe if I get a chance to talk with her, I'll I'll see about getting right. That's the thing. I'm sure Weiss would have known about it, but
Lily will be like, oh, hang on, I'll just contact Miss Schnee on my scroll real quick. She types on her scroll, sending a message about this new dust to Weiss. A few moments pass, and Lily gets a reply, and Lily's like, guys, Weiss says she's never heard of this. Clover's like, someone made a new type of dust. That's both
someone
awesome and terrifying.
someone is making a dust that can do restorative effect that not even the wealthiest dust corporation in Remnant can.
And hell, like I said, if they can do that, there's no telling what other new fucking dust they could make.
I'm
Clover's like, there didn't seem to be a catch because there didn't seem to be any downside to him using that crystal on himself. It just worked.
yeah.
+5 experience
Well,
points to Sid.
well, we'll see about where that girl got him because I want to know. Anyway, I mean,
Gwen's like, I'd especially like to know. I mean, she is one of my teammates now, after all.
tell you what, maybe you should ask her, then maybe we can talk about it.
Yeah, sounds like a plan, all right.
Hmm. Is there anything else you all want to do here, or we kind of just?
Clover's like, I think I'm just gonna hang around here for a while. You guys go on without me if you're going somewhere. Dakota's like, all right then. Hey Lilac, the thing.
Sure.
And Dakota will
Um.
walk outside and wait for you.
Well, guys, it was a pleasure discussing things with you. Sorry, I didn't really have much to talk about. Haven't about techniques yet. Oh, just figure that out when we get back to Beacon.
Clover's like, yeah, it's fine. Pat you on the shoulder. Now go. Your pupper needs you.
All right.
Lily
I'll
will nod to Sid and is just like, yeah, sure, Sid. All right.
Lilac
Lilac and
will
Dakota are
head
gonna
on out with.
They'll walk over to the water, where Ebony and Peyton are gonna be waiting for them. It's like, oh, there you guys are. It's fucking the state of Peyton's swimsuit. It looks nice, but it's just like this is the most Technicolor vomit I've ever seen in my life.
What are you wearing?
Ebony just turns to Lilac and is just like, Lilac, it's Peyton. Don't question it.
Yeah. Thing. So the water.
Dakota's like, yeah, the water. Ebony would be like, Dakota, please tell me you told her that. Yeah, I told her I can't swim. Don't worry.
I'll be right here. I'm not a great swimmer, but I'll I'll do my best to look after you.
Peyton's like, oh, you'll be fine, Dakota. But I'm in first. All right, so Peyton's the first person this session that's going to make a swim roll. So let's see, what's your climb? Peyton's climb is 7. Okay, she'll probably know how to swim. Nah, 2. Nah, 2.
That too. Good.
Peyton hops in the water and she swims around pretty fine.
I'll have Lilac go in next. Is
All
that
right. So what is
all
your
right?
climb?
+6. Okay, just fine.
A touch less than Peyton, but you're still fine. Dakota's just like, I'll go in last. You go join Peyton. And he's just like, yeah, I know. Give me a second. Gotta build myself up. Okay, what about you, Ebony? Ebony's climb is 4. Oh, she's about as good at swimming as fucking Dakota is.
It's just Ebony isn't. That too.
Okay, so Ebony hops in the water, and it's a you can see it's a bit of a struggle. Like she's fine, but she's sticking close to Peyton for a reason. Dakota's just like, oh boy, okay.
Come on, come on. You got this, Dakota.
It's just like Ebony from the water is just like, come on, Dakota, go join your girlfriend. Dakota's like, yeah, okay. And here we go. Dakota's hopping in the water, and he. Oh wow!
Oh wow.
Dakota hops in. And is just like, oh, this is a bit easier than I thought it was.
See, I told you. You just have to be calm. Be calm about it, Dakota. Long as you're keeping yourself afloat, it's no big deal.
It's like, yeah, I did good. over at the shoreline that you see Neo. She just holds up a sign in Dakota's direction. It just says 7.
Yeah. So Lilac will just start swimming around, just kind of playing, waiting for Dakota to do something, for one of the other three to do something.
Peyton notices a small island out in the water, and it's got a very, very, very tall palm tree. And Peyton's like, "Ooh, I know what I'm doing." She'll swim over and start climbing it. And he's like, "Oh no."
Oh no.
Ebony will look over at Lilac and Dakota and just like, "Shield yourselves."
Okay.
All right, so Peyton, what's your jump? How much height are you gonna get on this? Oh, she has a 7 in jump.
Oh, this is probably good for.
All right, so how much height does Peyton get off this tree? Survey says when the dice wants to roll. Oh God.
9. Oh dear.
Peyton leans down, hops up, bounces off the tree, tucks into a ball. She comes down. Cannonball!
Oh.
All right, and you three are gonna roll swim again. Can you recover from this cannonball?
Okay. Can I? Is that
Lilac,
good
Lilac
enough?
does fine. She holds on. All right. So, what about Ebony? Oh, Ebony's fine. Now, what about Dakota? Okay, you guys managed to keep your shit together.
All of us kind of keep it together. Peyton, watch it. Come on.
Peyton's like, what? And Ebony's just like, that's my Peyton.
You want to try something stupid like that, Dakota?
Dakota's like, you know what? Why not? And Dakota will swim over, and he's gonna try and dive. Just like, okay, well, let's hope I don't screw this up. Now, how good can Dog Boy jump? Oh my God, it's the same as his swim. And Dakota.
That's 20! That's 20!
Dakota wanting to show up for Lilac jumps, twirls in the air, and just dives right in.
Oh my. Oh, holy shit.
Ebony's like, well, goddamn Dakota.
Well,
Fucking
still here.
Dakota!
Still here, by the way. Oh, he is, yeah.
There we go. Thank you.
Okay. I don't know if I should try it as Lilac.
Ebony will look over at Lilac and just like, well, Lilac, we can't have our dates showing us up. Come on. And Ebony will go first and start climbing. It's just like, look, I'll potentially make a fool of myself. It'll make you feel better.
All right.
All right. So, how can Ebony 3? Oh, I mean, Dakota had a small one. He was fine. All right. So,
Nice.
Ebony jumps. It's not quite as graceful as Peyton or especially Dakota was, but she makes it fine. It's just like, okay, I'll botch the dismount just a little bit, but it's fine. All right, well, now it just leaves you, Miss Towns. And Ebony will actually swim over to Lilac and whisper, and it's just like, listen, don't worry. Even if you botch this hard, you know Dakota won't think any less of you. Before swimming back over to Peyton. All right, well, is Lilac gonna take the plunge? Oh! Oh no.
Yeah, no, sorry. My computer just decided to lag out on me. I was
Nah, it's
opening.
fine. It's just like, so is Lilac gonna take the plunge?
I have an idea. So, well, plus, can I use my semblance to kind of, from the top of the tree, teleport off of the in above the air to do the dive?
Yes, you absolutely can, and I'm glad you're doing it that way because I just looked at the stat sheet, and Lilac's jump is of whopping 1.
So that will be will plus, that's a quick semblance roll, so that's will plus agility 5.
All right.
Still not very good, but let's see what happens. Ooh, no.
Oh yeah, you do just fine.
Just showing off with a semblance because just for the
Because
hell
you
of it.
can, because you're not gonna let your doggo outdo you, even though he kind of did.
And Lilac just jumps. It's like, okay, okay, that went better than I thought. And before anyone asks, no, it's not cheating. Just use,
And he's
just
like,
being
I
smart.
said nothing. It ain't no cheating. You hear a few slow claps from the beach, and it's Neo. Ebony's just like, okay, wise ass. How about you try it? Neo will
Oh,
put down her tanning mirror and get in the water.
hold, Millie, hold my beer.
Billy, hold my ice cream. All right, so let me go to my secret GM sheet and see what does Neo have to work with for stats.
Meanwhile, well, yeah, as Lilac dives down, she just kind of waves at Millie, just like, "Oh, hi. Didn't know
Okay,
you were
so
here."
first, how good a swimmer are you, Neo? Oh, she's pretty good. Neo's pretty good at the swimming.
Good job, Neo.
And then Neo will climb up the tree, and now it's her turn to jump. Neo just holds up a sign in Locke's direction. It's just like, girl, watch this. Alright, so let's see. Plus her jump stat. Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's good. That's
She rotates in the air before cannonballing in. And she just smirks in Lilac's direction. Oh.
well, ain't you just phenomenal?
Ebony's like, well, aren't you just precious? And then Neo pulls up another sign. It's just like, precious bitch, I'm adorable.
So, I mean, I guess, what's Sid planning on doing?
Oh yeah, we can switch over to Sid and Lily in the meantime because I know they wanted to talk about things. Where did Sid go? Where's the Sid boy? Oh, he's over here. Okay. Lily will walk over to where Sid is, just like, so what did you want to talk about, Sid? Lily looks very nervous. Like, oh, it's fine. Yeah, I'll be careful, Sid.
Oh.
Lily's like, yeah, sure, Sid. Ugh. Oh, thank you. Lily will smile.
Well, but yeah, back to they're probably heading over here. But yeah,
Yep.
back to the beach. So
So, as you guys are swimming, some of the others will walk over and join you. Mainly Marvin, Nicholas, and Gilda. Okay, so Nicholas is looking nice and fine. Gilda clearly didn't care. She's wearing the most boyish frickin' swimsuit possible. And then there's Marvin, and Dakota's just like, wow, damn, Marvin, I didn't know you had such abs. Marvin's just like, yeah, thanks.
I like just laughing at how Dakota said that. Is that how friends talk to each other?
Dakota's like, well, I mean, you gotta understand, I've never seen him without his shirt on. Come on, Lilac.
Kind of surprising. What you told me about him being good for years is they believed, which I do.
Peyton just looks over at the three on the beach, and Millie's just like, hey, you should come join our diving competition. Nicholas just like, a competition, huh? Well, I have been looking for a chance to sort of get my self-esteem back. I'm in, and he'll jump in the water. All right, so how can Nicholas swim?
How does the Nicholas?
Can Nicholas avoid spilling his spaghetti? Let's see. His climb stat is he's 6. That should be fine. Should be. It's Nicholas, so
Okay.
he's fine. Nicholas just like, this isn't so hard. You two
I
get
can.
in here. Gilda will be next. Gilda sort of
Okay.
prepares herself. Oh, she's also a 6. All right. So Gilda will hop in the water, and a little more of a
Fine.
struggle for her than Nicholas. Nicholas is like, it's clear you're used to operating on land. And Marvin has the exact same climb score. Huh.
All right.
So uh, Marvin
Ooh.
struggles a little more. Just like, yeah, not used to the water.
Don't worry about it. You'll get yourself back on Millie. And then Lilac will turn to Millie. He's like, "You joining us, Millie?"
All right, well, roll Millie swimming. So roll your climb.
Roll your climb. Let's see
Your
how
climb,
graceful you're.
which I know is 4. Oh, you're fine. So you get in. You have an easier time than Gilda or Marvin do.
Nice.
And as you're all getting in, actually Penny walks over and she's in this nice, lovely little sun dress, and she's just like, "Oh, you all seem to be having such fun. Um, I don't suppose it'd be a bother if I joined you." Ebony's just like, "I mean, sure, but are you waterproof?" Penny's just like, "Of course, that was the first thing when they redesigned me, is made me waterproof." Like, "Oh, okay, get your robot in here." All right, so what did I give for Penny? All right, well, first we start with how good a swimmer she is. Oh no, yeah, she's going last for the diving. All right, so that is what her climb is. Yep. All right. Penny's a pretty good swimmer. Pretty good. She gets in with the others. No effort. I must say it is very nice to enjoy the water. My previous model could not do so. Me and water did not mix very well. And Peyton's like, all right, you guys, now climb that tree and dive in.
Hey Dakota, we should probably get out of the way.
Dakota's like, yeah, that's probably a good idea. So the others will make their way on the land, just sort of line up, and Dakota and Lilac are probably gonna want to get out of the way. Just like, Penny will be the last one. Okay, so let's see, what order are these guys gonna dive in? I know Penny or Millie are going last. Probably Penny. You know what? Just because Nicholas has something to prove, he's gonna go first.
All right.
All right. Excelente. All right, so I'll just move these guys here. You can just slide Millie right in here.
You just swoosh on in.
Swoosh right on in. And in the meantime, Nicholas, how good a jumper are you? Can Glasses Boy jump? Survey says, all right, that's the jump row, and Nicholas has a 6. He's a decent jumper. All right, so how are you gonna how you do? How you do, Nicholas?
What?
I mean, he could have did worse.
You could do a lot worse.
He doesn't quite get the right angle when he dives in, so there's a bit of a sploosh. Nicholas is like, damn it, every
Oh, you're
time. Uh,
Don't worry. Don't worry about it.
he'll look up at Gilda, who was having a bit of a struggle swimming. He's just like, all right, Howler, let's see how you do. All right, so Gilda with her 5 jump is going to
Come
dive.
on, someone that exactly the same.
Yeah, Gilda has just about as much of a problem. Nicholas just like, well, at least I'm not the only one today. Marvin will step up. It's just like, okay, well, Usually I'm worried about the bar being set too high, but I think I'll be alright. Alright, so Marvin's gonna take the plunge. And he has it a little easier. Able to land it very nicely.
You did good. Oh god, 666.
Yeah, but by now, yeah, they'd be over there. Yeah, I'll say, as Millie's getting up to dive, Sid and Lily walk over, just like, oh, hello everyone, what's going on? Peyton's like, diving competition. Dakota's winning by a landslide. Just like, well, I didn't do that good. And Ebony's like, yes, you did, Dakota.
No, you clearly had the best one.
Yes, because I definitely want Penny to go last.
Alright. Lilac is just swimming like right, just kind of hanging with Dakota for watching people dive. Oh, you're picking. So you're going to use your semblance
She's
to
gonna
propel yourself
slingshot
up.
herself.
Ooh, that's a good. Oh, that's a smart move. I would say it's a quick semblance roll.
Yes.
Your Jill and willpower.
So add those together, and that's your modifier.
Oh dear. You probably
That's non-combat. You can spend capacity.
or you could just have over or undershot it.
Actually, I got it. So you go to do that. The tree doesn't like it. The tree sort of buckles, just like, please, no.
No.
And you realize that's probably gonna kill the tree. So you realize you're probably gonna have to do it the old-fashioned way.
All right, do it.
All right. So I mean, listen, you can't be a worse jumper than Lilac. She has a 1.
Okay,
That's a little better. It's fine. It's not the most graceful, but you don't completely eat shit.
you get it done.
You get it done.
Yeah, flat.
You don't belly flop. If you'd gotten under 10, I would have said belly flop. It hurts, but you're fine.
All right, and now here comes the main event.
Penny climbs up the tree and it's just like, well, here goes everything. All right, so Penny will roll jump.
She will completely style over everyone here.
Nah. She's got a high modifier, which means she's gonna get very. Oh God. Okay, so Penny readies herself and leaps very high in the air, and Ebony's like, "Oh no, everyone get back!" Penny lands in the water and sploosh.
Lilac races onto
Roll swimming
Dakota.
again. Let's see how you
Oh
guys.
dear.
All right, so let's see, swimming all around.
10 plus 6. Oh, okay, that's
Okay,
good.
so you're fine. What about? Let's go with Neo next. Can Neo hold on?
I don't. Does the save reach all the way to Sid and Lily?
No, it comes up just short of you guys. Neo's fine. Okay, so what about... Let me roll both Dakota and Ebony next. So Dakota first. He
Oh
almost
my!
not 20'd again. Dakota's fine.
Dakota is the goodest boy.
Ebony's
Oh no!
not so fine.
Oh no, Evan.
So Ebony's pretty fucked. What about Marvin and Peyton?
Yeah, no. Lilac is just kind of like, see, Dakota, you're good. You're all right.
Marvin's fine.
Maybe you're just a natural at this.
Gilda's not.
So Gilda and Ebony are not in a good way.
Millie isn't either.
Oh no. And I think
Oh no,
there's
hang
still
on a second. That was Peyton. Peyton's not fine. What about Gilda?
Oh no, both Ebony and Peyton
They
are
both
not
eat
fine.
shit. All right. What about Gilda? Can Gilda be fine? She's fine.
Okay, she's
Oh wow, she got the mythical blue. Now what about
fine.
Nick? Oh no. Oh, Nicholas, no.
Please, Nicholas, please. Please don't please be fine, please.
No.
Oh no. I feel bad for
Okay,
Nicholas
so most
now.
people are fine. However, Ebony, Peyton, Millie, and Nicholas, you guys are eating shit. You're bowled over. Nicholas just like, oh god, this was about it.
Lilac will help Nicholas, but then talk to Nicholas like, and you were worried you weren't a good swimmer. Come on.
Because like, yeah, it's confidence issues.
Yeah, that reminds me. Maybe we should talk and I want to talk to you alone.
Yeah, sure. Let's just step over to the hut's over here for some shade. Dakota will get out and dry himself. He'll put a lot of space between you and him and just shake. Just shake himself dry like the good pupper he is.
Lilac just thinks of it as cute as she grabs a towel nearby and just dries herself off with that. Meanwhile, how bad? Let's see about Millie and Sid. Um, and then Ebony and Peyton, both of them are. Look,
They just get swept back and everybody's like Peyton.
okay, I think Sid's helped Millie out.
Yeah, yeah. Millie's fine. Thanks, Sid. Penny looks around and is just like, oh, my apologies. I think I overdid it.
Do Sid and Lily want to try to dive as well now? Or are they okay?
Lily will think it over. Actually, I wouldn't mind.
Yeah, Millie is gonna sit under the tree where she'll be fine if one of those two decide to do a heavy dive again.
Alrighty, so first of all, let's see. Alright, Sid's just gonna kick back and watch Lily. Alright, well, Lily's gonna get in the water. Let's see how she swims. Oh, Lily looks like she'll be a decent swimmer. I think. Why, Lily? Lily the fuck? Blouse, macro, please.
I
Thank you. That's worth 3. Everyone's just like, well, goddamn, she's the most graceful swimmer I've ever seen in my life. And Lily will step over the island to the tree. It's just like, excuse me, Millie, and she'll climb up the tree. Now then, let's see, what is your jump? Lily's gonna go ahead and activate her semblance. So this will double all her acrobatics rolls, so her jump will go from a 4 to an 8. Let's see, how good a jump is this gonna... Uh-oh. Oh, no, I know exactly what's gonna happen. So Lily looks like she's going for a good jump. Unfortunately, the tree, still not happy about Millie trying to bend it, snaps. And Lily starts to fall. It's like, oh no, help!
oh dear. That is my computer lagged and I see that the roles went completely inverse basically.
Alright, so Sid hustles his ass to get there, and he's like, alright, so she falls. Millie's able to break her fall. She rolls off of Millie's hair, but because of the extra few seconds, it lets Sid get there and catch her. Good team effort. Lily's like, thanks, Sid. Thank you, Millie. Yeah, I'm fine. God damn it, Sid!
Sid.
Sid! Thank you.
So now is Sid gonna try to dive?
I mean, he kinda can't. The tree broke.
Oh, the tree broke. Whoop.
Rest in peace, tree. We barely knew you.
Yeah, I didn't hear the tree getting fucked because you wanted the lag on the moment. Ah well. Ah.
It was like, yes, I can't imagine it would be good. It's understandable, Sid.
But yeah, Lilac will back to Lilac, I'm just like having her just finishing up drying off from all the swimming and all that.
And Dakota's just like, all right, now you want to talk about something?
Mm, I don't really know if it's time to ask this, but
Dakota's like, try me.
why do you still be around me?
And Dakota's like, well, that's a kind of a stupid question. No offense. It's because I really like you. You're a nice, understanding woman. And it's like, you're very pretty. And I just feel nice being around you.
It's not even that I don't like myself. That's the fact that I tend to let you get hurt. Really,
Well, Lilac, it's more like half the time I get myself in trouble and you blame yourself for it.
I don't know. I see myself as someone who hard to be around because of all.
I think you just have some confidence issues, Lilac. You're perfectly capable. You're just a little overly unsure of yourself at times.
No, part of me it's like I think you're right. In all honesty, don't just don't know how I'll ever make up how much you've helping you back.
Dakota's like, I can think of something. Also, yes, Slash is back online. Whoa.
Yeet.
Dakota
What?
be like, well, if you want to do something for me, just try and have more confidence in yourself. That's all I ask of you.
You know, you probably want me to have confidence. You're the one who inspires.
Well, thank you. That really means a lot to me, Lilac. And not a problem, Blouse.
Well, you said you want me to have confidence, right?
Yeah?
Lilac just immediately walks over to him and just kisses him right. Just goes right in for it.
Dakota blushes, is like, see? That's a start. He can't hide the fact that his tail's wagging.
You're so precious.
Yeah,
I love you.
thanks. I love you too, Lilac.
Unleashes a sandstorm.
God damn it, I was gonna make that joke. Or Gygus was going to.
It's like, well, how about we just rest on the sand for a while.
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
Let's go over to where the things are here.
Oh,
Lay down.
yes, absolutely, because I'm so gonna work with this. Alright, go for it. Uh,
Uh, what?
so Millie's just floating around with just her hair just slack everywhere.
You know what? Lilac, since she's directly across from Millie, is laying back there with Dakota resting her arm on him. It's like,
Hey, welcome back.
hey, you have returned.
Don't worry, I
So
stalled for you.
we're just doing other fluffy things.
Yeah.
But yeah, Lilac being just laying her head on Dakota's shoulder actually is like just
Cute.
looks kind of widens her eyes as she sees Millie on the directly across from her on the water with this. Hey, Dakota, am I right?
Dakota looks up, just like, wait, is that oh, hmm, she might, she might make someone panic doing that.
Um. So Lilac will just go, Millie, what are you doing over there? And I guess we can make something for Peter to reenter the fray.
Okay, so basically, the majority of what you missed is, well, for most of the time, I was just doing a impromptu diving competition to buy time for you. Other than that, basically, they were just talking to someone who was from Haven Academy. You didn't miss anything too important.
So you're still with the rest of Gwen's team,
Yeah,
which we really haven't gotten around.
and as soon as we do this little thing here, I'm gonna jump right back to Peter. So yeah, Millie doesn't hear, and Dakota's thinking that's gonna startle someone, and they're gonna do something. It startles someone, all right. Neo, who's diving underwater, gets a face full of Millie's black hair, and instinctively grabs hold of something, which happens to be Millie, and just tries to suplex her underwater.
What? Neo, what?
Okay, so Neo roll grapple. That is the right stat. Yep, that is the right stat. Oh dear.
Well, shit. So
Thankfully
that
you're underwater, so it doesn't really hurt Millie much. It basically just feels like someone tapping her on the top of the head. And then when Neo figures out it's Millie, she lets her go and just holds up a sign that says, "My bad."
and Lilac just laughs at that. Yeah, no, her hair is everywhere now.
Oh yeah, the staff people are gonna have a much bigger stat pool than you guys.
All right, so I guess we can move on to
Yeah, let's switch back to Peter, who's talking with Gwen's team. Peter, as you're discussing the frickin' the whole catapult into force thing with Iris, you look over and see that Bianca's working on something. It looks like dust, but it doesn't look like a color you're used to. In fact, the color of it almost reminds you of that crystal that Riggs used during your fight at the Proving Grounds. It's the same teal shade. Bianca, despite being well in earshot, doesn't hear you, and Owen walks over, just like, "You'll have to excuse her. She gets very caught up in her work." And at that point, Penny will actually walk over after she sort of dries off from diving in. Oh, by the way, yeah, Penny joined in on the diving competition and bowled half the people over because she cannonballed too hard. Penny walks over, just like, "Oh, hello, everyone." Penny will then take notice of Bianca, just like, "What are you working on there?" Bianca, again, despite clearly hearing it, isn't paying attention. Is just doing her work. It's just like I said to Peta here, she's just very into her work. Penny tilts her head. It's like, well, what exactly is her work? Iris speak up, just like, "Oh, Bianca's a very inventive person. She's just testing out this dust she made." Penny tilts her head again. It's like, "I'm sorry. Give me a second to run this through my processors. Are you implying that she's working on a new type of dust?" Owen's like, "That is exactly what Iris is getting at." Yes, it's the teal color. The same color as that crystal that Riggs jabbed into himself to heal himself when he was fighting you guys. Bianca finally snapping out, just like, "Of course, no mere mortal has seen this color before. It is of my own creation." This gets Bianca's attention, just like, "Oh, of course, you ran into those absolute jagoffs who stole my invention."
Hmm. Oh, would I be in earshot, audible range? Please?
I'm gonna say I'm gonna have you and Dakota roll detection to see if you pick this up. It won't be too hard because you're not too far away from them, but let's see. Dakota, what's your detection?
Oh, fuck. She's too busy relaxing with her doggo.
Well, let's see if good old Dakota can pick up for you. All right, he's a 10. I will say yes, Marcus mentioned Riggs and Patricia by name over the comm. Yes, you absolutely can, Sid.
All right, but what's Dakota gonna?
Oh, Dakota picks up and just gives you a little nudge, just like, "Hey, Lilac," and just nudges his head over in their direction.
What about? Oof. You wanna go there, Dakota?
Yeah, let's listen in on this. So you and Dakota are gonna move in to get in better earshot.
Mm.
Just Bianca looking very angry is just like, I had just made a spectacular breakthrough. I had formed this into crystals that had amazing healing potential, and then those two, that absolute daft bastard in the stupid hat, and then Taurus bust in and take it from me.
Talk like Lilac is talking. It's like, should we bother them? You know, there's Peter there. It's not.
Dakota just sort of listens in, picks up bits and pieces of it, and it's just like, apparently Bianca over there made the dust that Riggs used during our fight. She apparently made that crystal he used.
She created it.
And then you hear right behind you Bianca say, "Yes, I invented it, mortal." And Dakota's like, "Ah, that's weird, but you were over what?"
What? Oh, Yes, wise Dustsmith. You you're kind of trying to decide. Yeah, yes, wise Dustsmith. You clearly are adept beyond any mortal level.
A depth beyond any mortal level. No one can even reach my level. I am a master of my craft. Basic folks like you couldn't even comprehend what I am able to do. And then Iris will speak up, just like, again, you'll have to excuse Bianca. She's a character, all right.
Oh, don't worry. Well, if there's any poss Lilac will actually kind of pull out a small kind of a small little brick that's kind of the size, almost the size of a scroll. But then it unfolds into her weapon. Like
Bianca will
I,
examine it. It's like, well, I must admit, this is very well crafted.
uh, as you can see, I am hmm, to describe to you. I would a battle mage that requires new dust materials in order to hone my craft. Is there any chance you could assist me in that endeavor?
Bianca sort of thinks it over. Hmm. Well, after what happened to the last one, I am in need of a new test subject. She's wearing a nice sort of like sundress. It's made for the water, but
Well, you have my services then. I look forward to our partnership.
Bianca just sort of chuckles. Just be warned. This is not for the faint of heart. The, the materials I create will put you through hell sometimes. Are you sure you're willing to go through with this?
Lilac will kind of eye Iris for a second. He's like, is exaggerating or is
Iris will be like, well, I mean, she's not exactly wrong because she'll point to her hair. It's just like, this used to all be one color.
she then goes over to ask Dakota, so what do you think I should do?
Hmm. I mean, if she's developing new types of dust, this could be really useful to us.
Indeed it would. You know what? I think it's a risk worth taking. Oh, I'll see what Peter say on it, if any.
Peter overhears test subject. Not it.
well, Bianca, Dust, Dustsmith Bianca. Wait, I can endure excruciating levels of pain that you else I'm prepared for your rigorous experiment.
Very well. However, you shall address me as Master Peasant.
Once again, looks over at Iris. Really necessary?
Iris is just like, listen, it's just best to play ball with her sometimes.
Very well.
Bianca will smile and be like, excellent. We can begin our work once we return to Beacon.
I will it'll be a pleasure working with you. As Lilac extends her hand.
And Bianca will shake it. Though, of course, you have to reach down because Bianca's tiny. Like, she's very tiny. Like, you think she may actually be shorter than Neo.
So, Peter, care to care to introduce me to these people? Aside from, I mean, I feel like I've gotten to know this one well enough already.